Hello, everybody. Hi, welcome. I am so excited. Welcome, welcome. And hello from beautiful Ontario, Canada. That's where I am at now. And it is the 18th of November, 2024. It's Monday. It's 7 p.m. It's been a very long, a very productive day for me. I want to know how your day has been. If you are live with me, just comment in the chat and let me know how your day has been. And if you are watching the replay later, let me know how your day has been. Now, even though it's 7 p.m., I'm super pumped. Like I said, I've had the most productive day. I've had two masterminds today, some coaching calls with clients, and now I am wrapping up my day with this amazing training. Now, I want to teach you how to finish 2024 strong. And the reason why I decided to talk about this topic is I spoke with a few of my colleagues and a few of my friends, and it seems many people are already ending the year. They are taking their foot off the gas and have decided to wait until 2024. And so I want to do this training, and this training is for people who are not where they want to be yet. If you haven't made the financial progress you expected in 2024, this training is for you. Now, if you are taking your foot off the gas and taking a break from your business, and your business is where you want it to be, then this training is not for you. Okay. I don't want to get comments from people saying, oh, my business is where I want to be. I don't need this training. So, this training is only for people whose businesses are not where they want it to be and they're deciding to take a break from their business. Okay. So that's why I decided to do this journey today to motivate you to take action to finish 2024 strong. Now, if you know me, I love to take notes. And in prepping for this call, I have tons and tons of pages of notes I want to share with you. So I might refer to my notes if I need them, but I want to promise you that the universe will give you what you need today. So as you listen to the sound of my voice, you're going to get inspiration on exactly what you need to do right now. So I will use my notes for reference, but I truly believe that you will get what you came here to get today. Now, the next few weeks could be the most profitable and transformative time in your business. Yes, we still have 2 more weeks to go in November. So I'll say we have 6 weeks until the end of the year. And trust me when I tell you that 2024 can still be your most profitable year. Yes, it can still be your most profitable year. Just believe that from your inside. Believe that from the core of your being, that 2024 can still be your most profitable year yet. Now, if you plan to make 2025 different from what your 2024 has been, it starts with the habits you do every single day. So, if you continue to do what you've done in 2024, I promise you, you will get the same results. I know that doesn't sound like something you want to hear, but I promise you, that is the truth. 2025 is going to be the same as 2024 unless you change your habits, unless you do things differently. So, what does the vision of 2025 look like for you? What picture have you painted for yourself and your business? I want you to think about that vision as I go through this training. Now, for the first part, I want to talk to you about the mindset for success. Now, you can study as many business strategies as you want to study. But what I have found is that mindset entails almost 80% of what it takes to run a successful business. So when I say mindset, what do I mean? Well, first of all, you have to adopt an abundant mindset. Now, I know we hear this all the time, abundant mindset, but what does it truly mean for you? So pick a number. How much would you like to make every single month? Let's say your number is 20K. So I want to make $20,000 per month. The abundance mindset tells us that in the spiritual plane, you already make that amount per month. That amount per month is already available to you right now. Okay. I hope I'm not going too deep. Okay. Because I know not everyone has done mindset work, but abundance mindset says whatever you want is already available to you. The universe is so abundant. The universe is so abundant, and lack only exists in our minds. We create lack ourselves. In the universe is so abundant that in the spiritual plane, that amount is already available to you. So think about that for a minute. The financial success you want is already available to you. You have to make it manifest in the physical. Another mindset tool I have is the universal law of compensation. The universal law of compensation says that everyone, you will be compensated in direct proportion to the value you create. So I will be compensated in direct proportion to the value I create. So then the question I have for you is, what value are you consistently creating? If you want to be successful, one guaranteed way to create success is to put out as much value as you can, because it's almost like the law of equilibrium. Like the universe has to deliver on that law of compensation. So if you put out value and you help people so much in the world, you will be compensated. Okay. So there is the abundance mindset and there is the universal law of compensation. Another mindset I want to say tool I want to talk about is eliminating your limiting beliefs. Maybe not eliminating your limiting beliefs, but suppressing them to the point where your limiting beliefs do not have power over you as much as they do right now. Okay, so I want you to recognize that your limiting beliefs is your brain trying to keep you safe. Your brain trying to, I want to say, keep you safe from being judged. So, for example, when we were in caves, we used to live in communities, right? We are very social beings as human beings. When we lived in communities, we enjoyed the safety of acceptance. We enjoyed the safety of being in a group of people who were like us. And that safety kept us safe. Like having people around us kept us safe. Now, your brain tries to keep you safe by stopping you from taking action in your business, by stopping you from taking consistent action in your business. Why? Because your brain thinks that when you get rejected, let's say you make an offer to somebody and somebody tells you no, your human brain, and when I say your human brain, I also mean mine. Okay. So I'm not just speaking on you here. Our human brain interprets someone rejecting our offer as them rejecting us. And our human brain doesn't see that as a good thing. So it comes up with excuses to keep us stuck. For example, imposter syndrome. You start to feel imposter syndrome, or you start to fear being judged, or you start to look at yourself and highlight all of your insecurities. Like we all have insecurities, right? So when you keep thinking of your imposter syndrome, it keeps you stuck and then you don't take action. Okay, that is one of the ways that your brain tries to keep you safe. So identifying those and taking action regardless of the limiting beliefs your brain throws at you. But here's the thing. Did you know that even highly successful people still struggle with imposter syndrome? Like this one blew my mind. About 5 months ago, I had a chat with a lady, such an amazing lady, very successful. She earns just over $10 million per year. And she told me she still has imposter syndrome. I'm like, hang on a minute, you earn over $10 million per year in your business and you still have imposter syndrome. She said yes. She feels like a fraud. She feels like somebody is gonna find out she doesn't know what she's doing. I'm like, how would you say you don't know what you're doing when you are currently making $10 million per year? I bring that story up for you to see that limiting beliefs never really goes away. But the super successful people have found a way to take action regardless of their limiting beliefs. And so that's what I want to encourage you to do, to take action regardless of your imposter syndrome, regardless of your doubts. Okay, so in all of this section on mindset, what is the role of taking action? Well, you have to take consistent action regardless of how you feel. Now, many people, myself included, I used to wait to feel motivated to take action. I used to say, "Oh my God, today I don't really feel like doing any Instagram post. I don't really feel like doing Facebook or YouTube, any of those things. I want to wait until I feel motivated to take action." But here's the thing, confidence actually comes when you take action. Yes. So instead of waiting for confidence, why don't you take action regardless of how you feel? And then the confidence and motivation follows. Well, you might say, Joy, how do I achieve this? Well, the way you achieve this is building a routine. So you tell yourself the list of things you'll do every single day, regardless of how you feel. And once you build your routine, your confidence comes and motivation comes. So building a routine around your business and taking action regardless of how you feel. Now, in part two, I want to talk about energy, emotions, and focus. So there's key feelings that bring success. So in my coaching business, I teach a lot about thought work. And the thought work is that your thoughts create your results. Like in all the ancient texts in the Bible, I'm a woman of faith, we learn that our thoughts create our reality. Now, having gone through the life coach school, I have learned this even in much more detail, and I have come to appreciate the Bible even more because having spent over $21,000 going through the life coach school, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's been in the Bible all this time. And the Bible says, as a man thinks, so he is. And so when you know that your thoughts create your reality, the question is, oh, okay, how do I catch my thoughts? I think that's where a lot of people struggle because scientists have said a typical human being has 60,000 thoughts per day. I know that's crazy, right? 60,000 thoughts per day. So you might ask, oh gosh, how do I catch my thoughts? Here's the thing. A simple trick I give my clients is instead of trying to catch your thoughts, let's use your feelings as a guide because we know that thoughts create feelings. So to generate success, there are key feelings you need to have in order to generate success. And those feelings are the feelings of love. Yeah, when you feel love, you create success. The feelings of gratitude, the feeling of joy. When you're joyful, right? You attract clients to you. The feeling of passion, when you're passionate about your offer, people want to hear more. Happiness, excitement, hope. These are the feelings you need to focus on generating. So ask yourself, what thoughts do I need to be thinking in order to create the feeling of joy and excitement? Okay? So focus on the thoughts you need to be thinking to generate those feelings. When you generate those feelings on a consistent basis, then you create success in your business. So instead of trying to catch your thoughts, I want you to focus on your feelings. Let your feelings guide you to the thoughts you need to be thinking. Okay? Another thing you need to do is to focus on abundance. Okay? So, which is why I always tell people to structure their money and finances in a way that focuses on profits. Now, why is this important? The law of attraction says what you focus on expands. So instead of saying, I want to get out of debt, you would say, I want to make $500,000 per year. Okay. So I know that is it might be too technical for you to understand, but getting out of debt, the universe focuses on the debt, right? And so that's why when your focus as a business owner is, I want to get out of debt, you find out that you keep getting debt, like more, you get more, you keep getting in more debt, right? Because your focus is getting out of debt. If you flip it on the other way around and you focus on profits and you say, I want to make $500,000 this year, because your focus is now on profits, then you attract abundance. So don't think to yourself, I want to get out of debt. Instead, focus on the abundance and say, I want to create X amount of dollars in my business. I know it's a bit technical, but I'm trying to break down complex concepts in a way that you take action. Okay. So instead of focusing on how much debt you have, focus on more sales, focus on clients, focus on profits. Okay, so this is a very small shift. I promise you, this is the secret to success. What you focus on expands. So I'm going to say that again. Don't focus on how much debt you have and how much debt you need to pay off. Don't keep telling people my goal is to be debt free. I know it sounds a bit technical, but instead of saying I want to be debt free, say how much you want to create and say, I want to create $500,000 in my business this year. Right? That feels a lot more fun. That feels a lot more enjoyable. It feels a lot more, I want to say, brings a lot more excitement. Right? The last part in this section is to have what I call a done deal energy. A done deal energy is the kind of energy that attracts success, because I find that when you are too serious in your business and you're too overly fixated on the steps you need to take, it's almost like there's a friction. But when you have a done deal energy and you know that your success is inevitable, your demeanor changes. The way you approach life changes. The way you talk to people changes. The way you talk to your clients changes. The way you show up on consults, on sales calls completely changes, because you know that your success is inevitable. So you need to embody it's a done deal. My success is inevitable. And that's not a lie. It's the truth. Because if you co create with the universe, your success will be inevitable. It is already inevitable. You just need to make it reality. Okay, let's go on to part three. My two simple strategies to boost your sales. So here is it is. And I already alluded to this at the beginning, but the first thing you need to do is to reorganize your finances in a way that it focuses on profits first, right? Why is this very important? Now, for many people, the law of attraction doesn't work. Why doesn't the law of attraction work for most people? It's because your finances is in a state of chaos. I'm going to say this again. Your finances is in a state of chaos. And we know that money is energy. If money is energy, money flows into places that are organized. So think about this. If you were money, you, if you were money, would you go to a place that is organized, or would you go to a place that is filled with chaos? Yeah, you go to a place that is organized. You go to a place where there is purpose for money. So money likes to go to places that are organized, and money likes to go to places where there is a definite purpose for money. So you need to spend time to reorganize your finances. And that means cash flow management. Now, as a financial coach, this is something I help my clients with. In fact, this is the first thing I help clients with before we start working together, because it is very important for money to know that it's coming to a place where it to be put to good use. So I implement a strategy called the Profit First System. You can grab the book if you want. It's called Profit First. And you create definite accounts for your business in a way that it focuses on profits first. Now, once that is done, my next strategy to boost your sales before the end of the year is to get visible. The only reason why you're not making as much sales as you want is because you're not visible enough. Now, the most successful people are not the people that have the most knowledge. I'm going to say that again. The most successful people are not the people that have the most knowledge. The most successful people are the people that people know about. It is not what you know, it is who knows you. So you have a business right now, but people don't know you have a business. You're not visible enough. In fact, some research has shown that somebody needs to hear about your offer about 30 times before they buy, about 30 times. That's a number of times. So you need to get much more visible. And my strategy for getting my clients more visible is through podcast guesting. So this is where you consistently guest as a podcast on get you consistently appear as a guest on podcast every single week. Now, why is this important? Well, podcasts already have an established audience, right? So you get to find specific podcasts that have your specific target audience. Now, at the time of recording this, there are over 4 million podcasts in the world. That's a lot of podcasts. And people are listening to podcasts. So you get to leverage an existing audience. So instead of trying to build your audience from scratch, you get to leverage someone else's audience to get your offer in front of thousands of people. Podcast is very intimate, right? Most times people have their earphones on or they're listening as they're driving to work or they're listening as they're driving to school. So you get to be in the ear of people. That's why I love podcasting. And in just 30 to 45 minutes of a podcast episode, somebody can go from never having heard your name to being ready to buy your program or your service. That's how fast the conversion on podcast can be. And so this is what I help my clients do to guest on podcast every single week. This will boost your visibility one, and it will help you with your message delivery, how you tell your story on a podcast to get people to become leads and to get people to become clients, right? So if you want to boost your sales for 2024, you have to consider guesting, podcast guesting. And it's $0, right? So I'm like, why wouldn't you want to try going on people's podcasts to share your expertise and to share your knowledge and to get more visible? Like everybody should be on podcast. So if this is something you are interested in doing, just send me a DM. I'll send you more information. So, and another benefit of being on podcast is that you guest on the podcast one time, but it's evergreen because the more people find the podcast, you get new listeners. So you do the work once, but the benefits keep coming forever as long as the podcast episode is available for people to listen to. Okay, so those are my two strategies for you to boost your sales in 2024, the last 6 weeks of 2024. Part number 4 I want to talk about is the inner work for success. Now, it's going to sound counterintuitive, but if you want to be uber successful, you have to detach yourself from the outcome of success. I hope I'm not confused. So let's say you want to make $20,000 every month. You have to detach yourself from that outcome. Why? Because that outcome has nothing to do with your self-worth as a human being. And seeing yourself as hugely valuable, regardless of your financial success, is one of the fastest way to attract wealth and success. I see that many people are so attached to monetary outcome. Many people they feel the need to have more money, right? And that energy of feeling the need and being in desperate need to have more money, that energy actually drives away money. Again, your self worth isn't tied to your income. You are infinitely worthy. The other thing is to make it fun. If your business is not something that is fun to do, then it's not going to bring in success. Yes, because your subconscious mind is going to pull the brakes. Because your subconscious mind is going to think every time this lady sits to work on her business, she's heavily stressed, she's not happy. So your brain interprets that as business success is a bad thing, right? I've studied the human brain for over a year. Like I've been doing this for over a year now, and it fascinates me how the human brain works. Your subconscious mind, if you're not having fun in your business, is going to pull the brakes. It's going to say, oh my gosh, having more money is stressful. And your subconscious mind is going to pull the brakes and it's going to say, no, 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 we don't want more money. So if you truly, truly want success in 2024, you have to inject much more fun in your business. Now, if you're in a business where you don't like what you're doing, maybe this is the time to change your niche, right? This might be very difficult for many people to hear, but that's the truth. Lastly, I want to leave you with how to overcome procrastination and fear, because procrastination and fear keeps so many people stuck. And how does procrastination show up? You read more books, you watch more YouTube videos, you buy more courses and programs. Now, I'm not saying these things are bad, no. I do those things. I read books, I watch YouTube videos. They become bad when you're using it to buffer. My coach calls it buffer. But in layman's terms, it means you're using it to avoid doing the work. So instead of taking action in your business, you go and you do some more training. You go watch more videos, YouTube videos. You go more, take more coaching programs, but you're avoiding taking action in your business. Okay. So I want you to be curious about your habits. So if you find yourself constantly watching YouTube videos as a way to avoid taking action, get curious and say, why am I doing this? Am I afraid of rejection? Am I afraid of being judged? And then I want you to face your fears head on. Okay. I want you to think about this. If you truly believed that success was inevitable for you, what kind of actions would you take? If you truly believed that your success is inevitable, what kind of actions would you take? Now, I've gone into the future and I've seen that you made millions of dollars in your business. You became hugely successful, guaranteed. Okay, I've gone into the future and I've seen that. If you believe that in your core, how would you act day to day? I want you to take that in and I want you to reflect and think about that very deeply. If you truly believe that success was inevitable for you in your business, how would you show up every single day? Would you be more confident? Would you be bold? Would you be courageous? Would you take more actions consistently? So, those are the things I want you to think about as we close 2024. If you want 2025 to be different, you have to change your habits, you have to change your routine, you have to change your behaviors. I am so excited. Like 2024 has been my most amazing year, and I'm even more excited for 2025. 2025 is going to be a blast. And I want to take as many people as I can possibly to come with me on this journey. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited to celebrate your successes. Let me know if you have any questions. Just send me comments, or if you're shy, you don't want to comment, you can send me a DM. Happy to help. Okay, I hope you have yourself a fantastic rest of your day or night. I am excited to go to bed. So have a great night and I'll see you on the next live. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please be sure to subscribe so you never miss an update. Let's continue this journey of growth and success together. Don't forget to connect with me on social media for more tips and inspiration. And remember, your ambitions are valid, your potential is limitless, and you deserve a business that brings you both joy and fulfillment. Until next time, keep taking action, be joyful, and you will create success beyond your wildest dreams. Sending you lots of love, peace, joy, and light. Bye for now.